He's telling us, make your prayers and supplications, and I'm going to bring you through the transactional relationship, because you're never going to find your joy in the transactional relationship. That's not easy for us to understand. And what Paul is telling you and I here, that we need to remember that only the peace of God is everlasting. You can't get peace in money, drugs, alcohol, sex, fame, nothing. You can't buy the kind of peace and joy you can have with God. Can't be bought. He's telling you and I, and you can't find it in any person. You can only find it in the true and living God. And that's why he tells us and he greets us in significant parts of the New Testament that he's telling us that it's the peace of God that we want. It's the peace of God that we desire. And when we get the peace of God, when we get in the presence of God, when we realize that Jesus is the only non-transactional relationship, then all of the phobias, all of the worries, all of the anxiety is what? Taken care of. Because we're in the presence of. So Paul tells us and gives us God's formula for dealing with anxiety. And you know what happens? It comes through the grace of God. And once you get the grace of God, you get the peace of God. Once you get the grace of God, you can get the peace of God. And he's telling you and I to spend time in his word, getting closer and closer to him, getting to know God, and then we will have a peace that transcends all understanding. We would have a peace that guards our hearts, guards our soul, and guards our mind. Because Satan wants us to be caught in the anxiety and the quicksand and the molasses, and we're struggling and we're constantly losing and we're constantly going down. And that's why he wants the anxiety to manifest itself in our lives. And he got us on this spinning wheel, and God is telling us, take the step. Think about this. Paul is telling us here, God allowed him to pen this down.